Are you tired of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh? Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.
She never misses. We are so close.
What a beautiful intro. I love it. I love when it, the tempo, the rhythm changes, enters that bass. This is really wonderful, beautiful. This is the Kiss from Venice, and this is Handsome Karnivore, and we have them here again as a great band as they are, and Franco is here with us to talk about where they've been all this time. Hi, Franco.
Hello there. How you doing?
We're doing excellent. So really glad to have you again. And
happy to be back.
Wonderful. This is amazing. This song is fantastic. So tell us a little bit the evolution that we can hear on your music and where you've been. What have you been doing all this time?
Sure, yeah, man. We have been busy as ever, as usual, trying to stay busy at least with the crazy world we live in. But yeah, basically since then, I think since the last time we chatted, we actually got the record out, did the album release party, played a bunch of shows, and now right back around circle. We are back basically next month about to go record the fourth record.
Amazing.
Which we're going to be doing basically somewhat in Puerto Rico and in Florida as well.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Fantastic. And why those? Why those locations in particular?
So we had a whole thing planned. So basically, the music that you're hearing now, so Kiss of Venus is very dark and very much like Typo Negative meets him. But this time we're going basically with our kind of early R&B, funk influences, Latin influences. So let's say it's like now this time around it's going to be like. Let's say Santana meets Hector Lavoe with maybe Funkadelic involved or something of that nature.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's a little different. There's going to be basically horns, like 3-piece horn combos, trombone, trumpet, saxophone kind of thing on every song. There's it's about maybe 5 songs, and then we're going to basically start taking interludes and sounds from Puerto Rico. Like there's the coqui frog over there that's really prominent, like in a sound wise, and gonna make it more atmospheric and utilize the songs with interludes and do the normal intros and outros as well.
Wow, impressive. Yeah, no, I mean, this is your music. I think is has a signature. It's very evolving and it has complex parts as well. So with this introduction of horns now, is this new people you have integrated into your usual combo?
So it's kind of, so this will be, it's similar to the last lineup that we had. Now I think last time I told you we have like a newer live lineup, which is a 5-piece band. And we have Shane Taylor on keyboards and extra guitars. We have Jonathan Booknight on rhythm guitars. We have Alex Hines on bass, and myself doing vocals and guitar, and Ray, of course, doing drums and vocals as well.
Wonderful.
Now the lineup for the record. So that's usually the live lineup that we play with. But for this one, it's a little tighter, so it's just a 4-piece. It's gonna be Shane, me, Ray, and Alex. Jonathan he's got a lot of stuff to do with his own band, so he's working on his stuff with Nebuline, which is cool. It's like really sci-fi space rock, which is quite interesting. Very proggy. So he's taking stuff to do his stuff. We're gonna continue on doing our stuff. So yeah, we're gonna. The cool thing is, so originally we were supposed to record at Astra Studios in Puerto Rico, which is very famous for like El Gran Combo and all these kind of famous Puerto Rican salsa type bands. So we've been in contact with them, but then we had this kind of like plan B where we just started thinking, Shane, his dad lives over in Florida, has a studio there in the house that he grew up in, and knows horn players and all these kind of things, like various different options of horn players. So it kind of redirected from going to Puerto Rico full time to record over there to partially just kind of going there, enjoying ourselves, getting the found sounds that I was talking about earlier with the field recorders and all that, and then going to Shane's dad's place in Florida and recording there and knocking everything out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's going to, yeah. And then I was just thinking, I was like, it's basically a hop skip away from Puerto Rico. The flight's quick, it's easy, and also it's relatively a little easier, more feasible for all of us as well. But then you think of like the recording history of like Florida, like Aerosmith did Just Push Play, I think, in Florida. Derek and the Dominoes did the Layla record in Florida. Mark Anthony apparently records in Florida. So there's all these cool like history too on top of it.
Yeah, 100%. So what I was thinking is, number one, who is doing the job of producer or, per se?
Sure, yeah. So
somebody?
Shane is going to be doing the production again. This time, this will be his second record with us. He did the last record, Oddities from the Fog, with us. And now also Alex is playing on all the tracks. He's playing bass for all the tracks. I'm doing guitar for all the tracks. Shane is doing the organs and keyboards and electronic pianos and all that stuff. All the that Ray's doing percussion, vocals, and the drums. So it's like it's a pretty myriad of that. So Shane's definitely doing the producer helm with us putting our input in, of course. And then I believe his dad and I think we're gonna have an assistant as well. So they're gonna help engineer it as well, which is cool. So it's a real full production here.
You know what I love about this band is you really are coming from the grassroots the right way. Record after record, improving every time. This is wonderful story. It's wonderful story. I love it. In the second question, of course. In the second question that I was thinking, it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that you are composing, you're writing these songs without the horn section yet, but you're planning to include it afterwards. Is that the case?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what's the challenge, or is it easy? What's the way to plan for an instrument or a number of instruments that you don't have while you're writing?
Yeah, that's a great question. So lately we've been, thankfully with technology the way it is, we do demos, where we literally will. So, generally you start out, the songs are, I think on this record, Ray has more songs on it than I do. I have, and me and Shane have written a few. So it's like maybe like just 2 to 3, maybe. Ray's written, I think, 3 of them. I've written about 2 of them, or with Shane, I think. And we have horn kind of programs that you can program. So what we do is we'll lay down, like, basically just take the regular track as written, usually on a guitar. And like I said, it's a little funkier this time. It's a little bit different uses of chords and progressions. And some have really long jam sections. Some of them are 2.5 minutes. So it's got various structures to them. And you just kind of like, I don't know, I guess you just try to rip off your influences as tastefully as possible. So, you just, you try to find horn lines you want to hear, at least maybe try to listen for them in the structure of the music. And writing it, you know the notes, the chords, so at least you know what notes to use, and then you can harmonize them and kind of put them in the right place. The good thing is you can also delete things. So if it's too much, you just take some out.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant. It's a great way. I do respect it, but you're right. You can plan for these things, write it in a way, and then bring the real instrument, of course.
Yeah, for a demo, it's like, all right, let's just get the ideas down. Let's have it across, and then of course, when we go and we actually record the real horns, that's also that's the real satisfaction. You can also print out the charts. They can just, if they're, they know what they're doing, they can read the music, and then we also try to give them space to do their own thing as well. Like I would love for them just to do a take. Just what do you guys hear? Because then you can do everything. We're not recording to tape. So nothing is like permanent. You can change anything.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think it's great. And the more that I imagine your music with, with this section of horns and kind of like that, Latin influence that you were alluding to.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great.
I
record.
can't wait for you to hear it. It's definitely different. It's not. I don't think it's like what people will expect, but it's cool. I really I'm digging what we're doing. There's a song that is in full Spanish too. Like it's a song called Bomba y Plena, and it's Ray singing in full Spanish. And there's no drums on it. It's all percussion. I'm basically trying to be Santana.
Oh, nice.
And there's these interesting tango kind of salsa-like patterns and arpeggiated bass lines. It's not what you would expect.
Oh my God, that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely different.
Yeah,
at least. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow. All right. That's really, really promising.
Yeah. It's quite. Yeah, it's been busy. We've been trying to basically just get, like you said, in the interim. That's what we've been working on, is getting these songs proper.
Yeah. So, wow. So, all right. So I want to know more in terms of playing live. How do you get the time to be practicing and playing live and writing? Like, any particular anecdote or the preferred, favorite gig that you've done during this time? Something that you can tell us.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I don't think the last time we talked, I think we were building up to the album release show at the Mint. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we were talking before that.
Yeah.
And so that was a really good one. That was that was about a year ago or so. We played a bunch of places in between. Like we played Orange County for the first time in the Fullerton with our good friends of Desert of Talking Shadows. We played Pasadena for the first time with a bunch of various bands, Cole Gallagher and the Lesser Saints, and it was quite interesting. It was a really cool, just playing in different areas of California. And then we've also just played North Hollywood for the first time. We usually just play Hollywood, like West Hollywood, Whiskey, Viper, those areas.
Uh-huh.
But we played over there in North Hollywood for one of our good friends who's an artist. Had this event called, his name is Chill, and he's a super cool, really good artist. And he did this event that we played in North Hollywood at the, what was the place called? I can't remember. The Universal Bar and Grill. So that was quite interesting. It was good. It was really cool. It was like a whole female bands playing amazing cover songs, doing these great tributes to these bands. And then we played as well, which was really cool. Played downtown Los Angeles for the first time. That was cool too, at the Redwood Bar and Grill with Villain Royale for their album release party. So it's cool. It's been various busy kind of things. And then so we got some cool gigs coming up too, which I'm really excited about.
That sounds amazing.
It's been busy.
Yeah, so many places, and in Los Angeles and Hollywood is anybody.
Yeah, obviously the goal would be I'm trying for hopefully the back half of this year is to hopefully play San Francisco and maybe Arizona and Texas and some places where our friends are at as well, so we can just start doing the show swapping thing.
Yeah, sounds
just to get out there a bit more, just playing. It's not playing enough live for me, so I would like to really get out there and play a bit more.
All right, well, fantastic. So, Franco, I was telling you about this, so because it's your second time, and, we already know some things about you and your band, but to know more about the people, the person behind the music, there's this there's a game. This game is about the rapid fire set of questions.
Oh boy.
And the trick is that you listen to the question and answer with the first thing they think.
Okay. No filter.
No, don't worry about it. So if you want, we can try.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, so let's get started. So, number one, what's your favorite drink?
Coffee.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, right. Do you like it with cream and sugar, or is it or you can do without it?
Without it, yeah. A little bit of cream is
That's
good.
admirable. Yeah, I can't do it without sugar.
All right, number 2, day or night person?
Middle of the day into night.
Nice. Okay, someone who inspires you.
Jazz Coleman from Killing Joke.
All right, okay. Favorite season of the year?
If I was on the East Coast, it would be probably fall, but I'm in California, so every season is the same. So probably like spring into summer.
Okay. No, but I'm with you on the fall on the Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, when the leaves, when you get to see the leaves change.
Oh, then that New Jersey fall is the most beautiful I've seen. I can tell you. All right. So, what's something new happening in your life right now?
Oh man, what's happening in my life right now? Tough question.
I think
everything. I guess everything and nothing. I'm just trying to exist and be a decent person. That's what I could think of right now.
And I would say this preparation work for the new record, I think is amazing. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, that if that's a real answer right there. The preparation for the record. That's what's been going on.
All right. So, okay, what's your favorite number?
7.
7. Very good. Very good. Your favorite ice cream flavor?
Rocky Road.
Okay. What is that?
It's like chocolate with marshmallows and nuts and stuff. It's like I can never get enough chocolate. So, and the chocolate with the marshmallows and the nuts it's Rocky Road. If you haven't had it, it's amazing. Go get it at the supermarket. It's really good. If you like ice cream like that.
Okay. In which subject were you worst at school?
Oh, math.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs. One thing that
But I have a cat, and I do love my cat, so it's cool. But I work with dogs, and I love them. My dogs are my first love.
I
but
remember
cats are
that.
really cool,
I
too.
remember that of you. Yeah, you were really happy about that. All right. So one thing that scares you?
But spiders.
Spiders. All right. Where in the world would you move to live the rest of your life?
I don't know if it would be the rest, but I have this like strange affinity for the English countryside. I've never been there, but I always look up these pictures on the internet and like look up all these places, like just to see what it looks like, and it just looks so cool. So I don't know about the rest of my life, but I'd like to visit various places, and that would be definitely a place like that.
Yeah, that's a fine choice. Okay, we're past halfway. So what would you change about yourself?
I'm trying to work on how I speak and communicate and what I say and how you say something has power and stuff like that. I'm trying to think more like that. I say, sometimes you just find yourself running your mouth and stupid. So I'm trying to be, I guess, more quiet.
You're so right about the intention in words. Your words create matter. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, and if they have power, you know what I mean? If they have power and it's connected to the universe somehow, and it's, you're just putting that out there, and it's not good. So I'm trying to work on it. It's really hard, though.
That is 100% right. And it's very important also the way you speak to yourself. Very, very wise. Okay, so what's...
Yeah. It is. There's a whole inner world, like you're right, though. What you do say to yourself is important.
It is.
And how you think of yourself, too.
Mm-hmm. What's something you hate doing? It could be nothing. You can say nothing.
Yeah, actually, I don't like being bored. That's the one thing I don't like, and I don't like hearing it either, because there's always something to do.
Yeah. Okay, sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunset. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
What's your favorite food?
It's always somewhere between like Italian and some sort of like various Spanish food, either Puerto Rican or Mexican or like something of that nature. It's really good food.
Any particular dish that you can think of?
Oh man, if we're going like Puerto Rican, it's definitely like the pernil. It's like this pork, this pulled kind of shredded pork. It's so succulent and amazing. And if it's Italian, it's probably like something like chicken parmesan or lasagna or ravioli, something like that.
Wonderful. Yeah, lasagna is fantastic. All right. Mm-hmm. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
It's funny when you say compliments because sometimes when you're playing live and people will come up to you and say the craziest thing. And I had a friend say something. They said that they when I was playing and they were watching, that they just thought of their life and what they needed to do, and it like inspired them somehow to like go after it. And I'm like seeing the results of that too, because then you you follow the people and you see them and it's like, oh shit, like you really did follow acting. That's really cool. And so that was really cool. And so when somebody says something like that to you, all you're just doing is trying to hopefully play the right notes in tune and have emotion and feeling behind it. And somebody's having a whole experience while watching this. That's quite interesting.
That is a great example, actually. Favorite TV show?
Oh, probably Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
all of
intro?
it, just from the original series in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
And and then the redone in the movies and everything. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. Genius.
I appreciate that. That intro music is never left my brain. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, the music too with Angelo Badalamenti doing all his stuff with David Lynch, and it's so good. It's got that 50s kind of vibe. It's really, really cool.
Good choice.
It's surreal. It's very surreal.
All right, last two. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Oh man. I don't know. Now that you say that, though, I don't know if you ever heard the Prince song "Dolphin." If I came back as a dolphin, that's what I thought of, I guess. And I saw a dolphin recently, so I guess dolphin.
Oh wow, yeah. What? That is awesome. Describe yourself in 3 words.
I would say determined, stubborn, and artistic.
Okay. Determined is so important. It is so
you
important.
have to have it. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. We did it. What?
Yeah, we did. That was a little tough. That was some of those are like, what the hell?
Well, you can give me feedback afterwards. Maybe.
No, it was great. It was great. I felt like I was in a therapy session for a second.
Well, I enjoyed it very much, and I thought it was fantastic.
It's fun. It's really cool. I like the questions are interesting.
Wonderful. Well, Franco from Handsome Karnivore, and you have great plans. Continue doing, making this wonderful music. What you told me about this new, fusion and new influences it sounds amazing. I think it's going to be a fantastic record to add to your, to your work. Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I can't wait for you to hear it. Once we get it all done with, I'll send something over to you.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to hear that. All right, Franco, thank you again. Appreciate so much that you've been here, and all the best and best luck. Continue to do what you're doing the way you said. Being persistent and determined. This is your art and this is your legacy. So I'm really proud that I was able to talk with you again.
Oh, thank you very much. We really thank you for having me again. This is always fun, and I hope that we can continue doing this because this is really cool. I like the different approach, and you're always good to talk with, and it's so easy and going. And I'm glad you like the stuff, and we're gonna keep it going. Just see what happens, and hope for the best, you know?
That is the best we can do. All right,
Yeah.
so thank you again, and we're going to enjoy a little bit more of The Kiss from Venus.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Franco.
She comes in for a kiss. You know she never misses. We are so close, and it's my favorite time of year. Dance around the pentagram against a blanket of stars, with a kiss from Venus. Nothing will come between us.
Are you tired of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh? Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.